What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Hope everybody having a wonderful day, man. So, today's video, real origins of the lizard people conspiracy theory. Okay, so before y'all even say anything, man, the thing is, I do believe that fiction could be the truth, to be honest. Like, a lot of fiction stuff, like a lot of things that's going on nowadays to today's society, like, we don't even know, bro. Like, we don't know what's real. We don't know, like, it's like, you gotta question everything. And the thing is, like, it's conspiracy. Like, a lot of things are conspiracy. Like, I haven't seen a lizard person myself, but at the same time, like, you don't know, because nowadays in this society, like, there's so many layers to something. There's always something covered. There's always a cover up. There's always a question. There's always questionings. And at the same time, there's so many movies and so many things in history that talks about aliens and like lizard people and all kinds of things, like conspiracies. Like, there's always these type of things. So thing is, I don't know personally, but that don't mean it's not true. So this is something to keep people aware. Like, yo, like, be careful. Like, you don't know who is real or not. You don't know this is why this person acts this way. You don't know. So this is why you gotta be on your guard, because not everybody, I do believe not everybody is human. This is the thing. I do believe not everybody is human in this world. I really believe that. Like, Men in Black gotta be a real thing. Like, I really believe there is, like, things that are in disguises. I do believe that. But I don't know if they lizard people. I don't know if they're demons. We don't know. Like, I don't know the name that we can call them, or in a way where, you know, at the same time, like, we don't know what kind of alien or what kind of thing is here. Like, we don't know. Because I haven't seen them personally. So I'm not going to be like, yo, it's true or not. So I'm going to get my input. I'm going to react to it. We're going to see how this goes, man.
You walk through the streets surrounded by people. Everyone seems normal, just going about their day. Or are they? You've heard things and you can't help but wonder, are all the people surrounding you what they appear to be? Or are there some otherworldly beings wearing human disguises living among us and plotting against us? It's one of the most popular and terrifying conspiracy theories around. Are there actually lizard people living among us and possibly secretly ruling us? The idea is simple. We're not the only intelligent life in the universe. There is a species of highly intelligent, highly ambitious alien beings out there. But instead of evolving from primates like we did, it's not mammalian at all. These beings are reptilian and are believed to be either shapeshifters or masters of disguise that allows them to take on human appearances and infiltrate human society. But we don't have to be worried about alien invasion, because the invasion is supposedly already here and has been for a very long time.
I mean, I do believe that there has been things here that we like, because the thing is, they did confirm UFOs. They did confirm, like, aliens being here. They did confirm, like, those type of things. And at the same time, like, what's going on with CERN, and then what's going on with, like, the White House and different places, their portals are opening up. They're trying to open up portals and gateways to, who knows, hell probably, we don't know. So it's kind of crazy, because there's so many things, there's so many layers to it. Like, there's so many layers to things that we don't know. And the thing is, they can look just like us. They could. So y'all gotta be careful who y'all listening to. Y'all gotta be careful who you watching, because a lot of people, they're not aware. A lot of people are asleep. They don't understand, like, yo, it's like, what they did is literally traumatized us and then put us in a sleeper. Like, we don't know how to determine what is what now. That's literally how it seems now. That is how it seems nowadays. It seems like we don't know what is what nowadays. And what you see is what you believe, or it couldn't be something you believe. Like, we don't know, because this is what they did. They made it where confusion run rapid. They make confusion instead. They use confusion on the people so much. They made questions like good and evil so bad. They made everybody so confused and so lost, to the point where they don't know what is what now. That is literally how it seems. So we're gonna keep going.
It's because this theory often has ties to another famous conspiracy, the Illuminati, a powerful and shadowy group of power brokers that control the governments of every major country, a council so powerful that even the President of the United States takes his orders from them. The Illuminati are usually believed to be composed of the most powerful and wealthy families on Earth. While this mysterious group has never been found, and their existence is unproven, the believers in the theory say that's exactly what they want, and a certain small and vocal group of Illuminati believers say they might not be human at all. But is there any truth to this conspiracy theory, and how did it begin? The origins likely draw back not to the events in our world, but to the world of fiction. In his short but prolific career as a writer,
See, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, a lot of things that are fiction nowadays, we don't know it could be actually true. Like, a lot of things like dragons, it could be dinosaurs back in the day. Like, there's so many layers to something. That's the reason why I'm not finna to like neglect the fact that it could be true. We don't know for certain, and that's what's kind of crazy. We don't know for certain. Like, yo, until we see it, until it actually opens up, until everybody like really decides to wake up to it, like, we are not gonna know for certain. But it could be true. Like, we don't know. Like, in books, like, the knowledge has to come from somewhere, bro. That's why I always ask, like, where does this history come from? Why is it everywhere? Why is it so worldwide? Why is it talked about in any of these histories? Why is it so big in a way? Like, I don't know like how to explain it. Like, it's such a big thing, but it's such a thing where nobody talks about it. Where it's like, it's not something that's real. It's not something that exists. And people just neglect that fact. Even though, just because it says it's fiction, I really believe that fiction could be reality sometimes. Because we in the times of uncertainty. So we don't know what is what. And that's what the issue is. And that's what they want it to be. Because they want things to be so confusing. They want people to believe that, yeah, they don't exist. They want people to really understand, like, yo, you can't see us, but we're going to manipulate and use you. Like, we wonder why so many things is happening in this world. Why there's so many chaos, why there's so many problems, why there's so many divisions. And then the simple logic is like, why don't we come together? Why don't we just like fix our problems? Why don't we be human and actually like rise above this? But there's certain things and certain places and certain parts of the world where they don't want us to wake up, where they don't want us to come together, but they want us to stay divided. And then at a time and a place, they're going to have this one leader or some type of world religion or some type of thing where they're going to have the power and the control to rule over this world. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to become gods themselves. They're trying to become something more powerful than themselves. So, we'll see, man.
Robert E. Howard created many of the most lasting concepts in fantasy fiction, ranging from the barbarian nomad Conan to the warrior king Cole. His heroes faced a bizarre mix of supernatural and sci-fi enemies, but few more bizarre than the Serpent Men. This ancient prehistoric race had snake-like heads and lived underground. Other writers like Clark Ashton Smith and most famously H.P. Lovecraft used inspiration from this story to create their own stories involving terrifying ancient reptilians. But the very first inspiration might have come much earlier, and it may bring another iconic mystery. The Secret Doctrine, a book by Russian philosopher Helena Blavatsky, is hard to classify. That's because it was classified as non-fiction, but most analysts believed it contained mostly fiction. A combination of modern science and ancient occult concepts, it claimed to represent the wisdom of the ages and spoke of ancient lost civilizations in Atlantis and Lemuria, where prehistoric races of prehumans lived. One of these root races was described as dragon men, possibly the earliest mention of these ancient beings in literature. And while Blavatsky's book has been widely discredited, this concept has stuck around far longer than the rest.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's the fact that they've been talking about these things for a long time, and they still talking about it to this day. Have y'all seen Inside Out or like Inside Job or something like that? Or I don't know. It's the Netflix series. All these conspiracies. They have lizard men on it. Like, they call them reptoids. This is literally on Netflix. They have the Illuminati on there. They have the reptoids on there. They have aliens on there. They have the secret society. They have so many things. They even talk about who controls what. They talk about how the reptilians control so much of the businesses and the banks and all kinds of stuff. They talk about all this stuff, bro. They talk about all this stuff, bro. In a Netflix show. They talk about how they are underground. So it's just kind of crazy to me because, no joke, this is something that is so consistent. This is something that keeps on being talked about. It comes to the surface every single year, or it comes to the surface in a way where it's like, yo, like, why is this not being talked about, or why is this not being proven in a way? But when you have people come and talk about it, when you have people try to prove it, it becomes it shuts down, because they don't want people to talk about this stuff. They don't want people to mention that there is something here, that there is something watching over us, there is something that is trying to experiment on humans, because this is what they've been doing. They've been experimenting on humans for a long time. They've been trying to replicate humans for a long time. They've been trying to play God for a long time. We don't even understand, bro. Like, there's so many layers to it. Like I said, like, we don't know what they are truly. I don't know what they are truly. But at the same time, they might be demons. You never know. They might be fallen angels. We never know what the hell they are. But at the same time, I know there is some type of being. There is some type of things that are here. Because there's so many movies that points to beings being here that look just like us. There is some type of thing here that look just like us. Like, if y'all seen so many of these movies, I'm telling y'all. I don't know. What's that movie called? Fuck. It was the one with the dude had the glasses. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all want to put it in the comments later on, y'all can. Or y'all want to tell, like email it or whatever, y'all can. But the dude had glasses, right? And these glasses is the only thing that can see these other beings. And then the thing is about these, I want to look this up. Hold on a second. We're going to look this up real quick before we continue this. Hold on a second, bro. We're going to look this up real quick. What's that job? What is this movie called, man? They Live. They Live. They Live. Okay, I figured it out before I don't have to go click on everything. Like, yeah, I got it. So, on They Live, they talk about how these beings are here, right? How it's like the end of the world, that they're trying to make our world collapse on purpose, that basically they control the media, they control what we see on a daily basis, they control, like, there's so many other things. And then the one thing that I realized that's in that movie is that they have the ability to go underground, bro. They have things underground. They have these bases underground. They have these and the thing is they are trying to make bunkers nowadays. They're trying to make these things where they don't even light the sun nowadays. They're trying to cover up the sun nowadays. So the thing is about the conspiracies, even like I said, I'm not 100, but when you have all these things that is happening, that is taking place in the world, worldwide, and then you like think about, like, there might be something here. There might be something that is controlling something. There is something behind. There is some type of evil behind the scenes, because it seems like there's been a repetitive thing over and over and over again where you try to speak truth and then people neglect the truth. And then people think it's just fiction. People think you're crazy about it. But sometimes you, like I said, you don't know. We all don't know. But it's the fact that people don't want to use their brains or want to think about something more than ourselves, but what is here. Like, people are really that carnal. People are really, like, so small-minded where they don't even care about anything no more. They don't care about government. They don't care about what is true no more, or trying to find the truth no more. All they care about is just accepting and what it is right now. They believe this is the reality that we need to accept. And I cannot accept this. That's the one thing I cannot do, is accept that this is what we need to like embrace. This is not something that I want to embrace, This is not something that we should be embracing. We should be trying to fight this. We should be trying to fight the system, because the system is flawed. The system is what's making people go poor. The system is what keeping the poor people poor and the people that's getting richer richer. This is what is dividing us. This is what gets dividing women and men. This is the system. So the system is flawed. And until we wake up to see the system and to see that something is controlling the system, the media and something, that's what I'm saying. There is something that is here, that is controlling and pulling the strings on something. There is something here. And the fact that people do not want to wake up to that logic, I swear, bro, you're asleep. You're asleep. So we're going to keep on going a little bit. We're only 2 minutes in it, but I have a lot to say.
For ideas. So how do these literary ideas make the jump into our world? One of the big tipping points was when a mysterious incident happened in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947, officially classified as an Air Force balloon crash near a ranch. It became the launch for a million conspiracy theories about alien UFOs coming to Earth, and just as many claims of other sightings and even alien abductions. People would run into the police and claim that they'd been lifted out of their cars by tractor beams and experimented on by bizarre alien beings. And while most of these reports had the common description of tall gray aliens, some had a different appearance. And one was by a man with a more trustworthy reputation than most. It was 1967, and Herbert Schirmer was a police officer in Ashland, Nebraska. The man had been having strange dreams and flashbacks, so he sought the help of a hypnotist. While under hypnosis, he recalled being abducted by aliens and taken on a UFO. His description of the aliens gained larger attention. He said they had reptilian features and, more significantly, reported they had a military-style emblem of a winged serpent on their chest.
You know what this reminds me of, though? This reminds me of, like, the Luciferian bloodline. Like, this reminds me of the bloodline where, in the Bible, it talks about how you are your father of the devil or something like that. I forgot the scripture of it. But it reminds me of the serpent seed, bro. That's what it reminds me of. This reminds me of the serpent seed because there is a time where they talk about how there is serpent seeds. And you talk about there's a dragon. Like, isn't the devil represent the dragon? Like, in biblical talk, like, yo, like, for real, does the serpent not represent the dragon? Like, that's just so crazy how they're trying to mix the seas, bro. Like, they're trying to, like, really, like, they're trying so hard to, like, really keep us asleep, bro. It's crazy.
Could this be a close encounter with the mysterious dragon men who supposedly preceded humanity, or was it a hoax? Most UFO skeptics say Schirmer is not one of the most convincing cases, especially given the addition of a third-party hypnotist, but his case continues to intrigue conspiracists to this day. But is there any real evidence of evolved secret reptiles living among us? That depends on what you consider evidence. There are many cryptids out there that people describe as reptile-like. Some, like the Loch Ness Monster of Scotland and the Mokele Mbembe of Africa, are said to resemble dinosaurs who have survived to the modern day. Others, like the lizard men of South Carolina or the Loveland frog, resemble reptiles or amphibians who are evolved enough to stand on two legs, close to the legend of the lizard people. But the one thing all these creatures have in common is that they've only been sighted by a few people, none of whom have managed to take a clear picture, and most scientists believe it's highly unlikely that a creature of this size could hide from human discovery indefinitely. So how did this conspiracy theory jump the line into a major belief? Sometimes all it takes is one charismatic believer to get everyone else on board, and the lizard people found their believer in the form of British radio host David Icke. Originally a footballer and sports broadcaster, he soon started expressing beliefs and bizarre theories and using his platform as a radio host to spread them. What started as an exploration of New Age philosophies and alternative medicine to heal his chronic arthritis briefly led to a prominent position in the Green Party and a series of books that predicted doom for the world, expressed anti-Semitic views, and claimed we were just one of many parallel dimensions. His bigoted views soon got him kicked out of the party. But it was a 1999 book that left the biggest impact. The Biggest Secret would soon become the most in-depth exploration of the lizard people theory ever published, giving these creatures a name. He claimed that they came from a distant star system called Alpha Draconis. Although they didn't stay there, they could travel across dimensions, called the Archons or Anunnaki.
Wow, that's crazy. The Anunnaki, like that name right there, like, I don't know if I can say that right. Anunnaki. That name right there sounds so fucking familiar, bro. Like, I swear, like, that, all this stuff is from history. Like, if y'all really look it up, like, they talk about this shit in history. So it's not just, like, one dude or, like, a few people. No, this shit is written in history. It's not, like, it's covered up, really. Like, it's in front of us. If you really, like, research your stuff. I'm not finna, like, prove anything and facts and everything, because you gotta look it up yourself. Like, this is what it is. But we're gonna end the video right there. I hope y'all learned something, bro. One thing that I made about this video that I wanted to, like, get my point across is the fact that there is something here. Like, I really do believe that. Like, I don't know if it is lizard people. Like, yeah, it might be. But at the same time, I'm not gonna assume. Like, I'm not gonna be like, I'm 100%. Because the only thing I'm 100% about is that there is a God, that that the biblical text is like, yo, like it is coming true now more than ever. But when it comes to like conspiracy theories and like lizard men and stuff like that, like, yo, like I'm open to listen, I'm open to learn, I'm open to like research and stuff like that. Like I said, this is like me just reacting to it. Like I'm not 100% about it, just to make everybody like realize like, yo, like we don't know. But I'm not gonna like neglect the fact that there could be something here pulling the strings, bro. There could be. Behind the scenes, we don't know. Behind the media, how everything like is pushed to be fear mongled and like there's so many fear-based things here to keep us asleep here. And at the same time, on the internet, you can cover up and make anything. You can make a person look like you can make an ugly person look like the most attractive person on the internet. You can really cover up. You can make, like, we're at the stage of AI becoming the main thing now. Like we're literally talking about the metaverse nowadays. So yeah, like maybe the metaverse is to introduce them to not have to wear masks no more. Who knows? Who knows, right? So we're gonna end the video right there. Man, we're gonna do another type of video. Man, I enjoy making these videos. I really do. And I enjoy like reacting to them. But I be trying to like really react to something like that gets people thinking, bro. Like I want people to think about what's around. I want people to be aware. So I hope everybody have a nice day, man.